Hello everyone, welcome back. I am BuildinPro, and this is the next episode of our 1.14 Let's Play. You may be wondering where we are. Well, this you may not recognize it. You can see our house back there in our nether fortress, and over here is the village. This is actually something I've been working on off camera since the last episode. Sometimes I just like to play a little bit off episode, or off recording, and this is kind of what I came up with. I did not like where the houses were. I didn't like how bad it looks. I think I'll throw a picture up on the screen right here for it. But overall, I like how I redid everything. Basically, I came out here, and this used to all be dirt, as you saw in that picture. And it was dirt with a couple of houses. I basically tore those houses down, and I expanded the stream because it was back there, and it was over there, but there was just dirt and houses here. So I got rid of both of those, so now we don't have that issue, and it looks a lot better. Oh, and the poor squid just committed suicide. Oh, he committed toaster bath. Oh, poor guy. Anyway, that is pretty much what I did since the last episode. I went ahead and went through it with bone meal, and I tried to make it as natural as possible. Stuff like that little corner right there, it doesn't look super natural, but I can probably fix that real quick. Just adding a few more blocks, and you don't want it to be perfectly straight. Like that just looks fake. Like even doing something like this make it look more realistic. There we go. That's better. There we go. I like that. Eventually that'll just turn to grass so it'll look good. But on the underside of the bridge, this is kind of what I did. I like the way it looked. I used the chiseled stone, so it kind of looks like the fences are actually connecting to them and it's like holding them on, just the way that they're shaped with the extra squares. And then I used just spruce logs down here that makes it look pretty good. And the fences are all holding each other together, so it makes it look like it's holding the bridge up. And I love, as you can tell, I've been using lanterns all over the place lately. So hanging a couple of those at the bottom of the bridge keeps it light down here, and it makes the bridge look good even at nighttime. And then on the actual bridge, it's spruce planks with some half slabs in there, so there's no actual jumping required. All you gotta do is walk straight. And then I did some stone brick stairs on the side to give it a little bit of depth so it would look like it's coming out and going up, and then actual stone bricks are serving as the rail. We go back up from the sugarcane farm, and as you can tell I took the fence that was down over here. Now the actual village is still fenced in. Not that it matters, all of our villagers have died just because villagers and illagers or whatever you call them are actually spawning inside the village. So I gotta figure out why. I went through it with F3 on and made sure it was not bright enough for them to spawn. It was like level 5 or something like that. But they keep spawning and killing everyone. So before I bring villagers over, I'm gonna have to figure out why that is. But anyway, this is the bridge. I put a couple lanterns on top because I think they look better than torches. And I made sure that we still keep it fenced in so that mobs can't just walk over and start killing everyone. But this is what we've got for now. And I made this little fountain here. It's out of quartz. Unfortunately, we had to use some of our quartz that I had set aside for our mega base that's going to be happening within the next few episodes. But this is looking pretty good. I like the way it is. I had some sea lanterns down in there. It goes with the color scheme, and it just lights the place up at night. And there's actually one, if we can get up there, there's one more sea lantern up here to keep this lit up at night too, which looks pretty good. And if I get out of here, then we just did quartz block or quartz stairs all the way around. And then as you can see, the checkerboard little, what would you call this, like fountain area, park, whatever, is polished andesite and polished granite. So that looks pretty good. It's got an entrance here and here. I could put one over there if we need to in the future. And it's just got like a little bit of a hedge all the way around it. And I really like this. Made sure that this was a stone brick wall, just because it makes it looks a little bit better. You can come out here, get a nice little view down the ravine here, over here at the bridge. It looks great. I like it. But that's what I've been up to since the last episode. And I'm liking this place is coming along very nice. And I had to do the gates or the fence around a little bit just so that no monsters can just walk around and then jump up on top of this brick here. But that's looking pretty good. I like the way it turned out. Very happy with it. And it was a nice little project to do on the side. Oh, and our mine. I just made it look like when you walk around the corner here, you start going into the earth. turn the corner and you actually enter the mine itself. So I think that looks a little bit better. You walk down into the earth and then the mine opens up for you. That's pretty sweet. I like that. Get out of here. What are you doing? Get out of here. Bam. But anyway, like I said in the last episode, what we're going to do in this one is I'm going to, well, first of all, I got to fix the lighting or whatever issue it is there because everybody has died. Every single villager. They've just all died. I had an iron golem here. I guess he died too. I'm not really sure what's going on. I fixed the holes that were over here. There was a big hole there, and I think another one over here. Fixed those holes. They were ugly and pointless, so I got rid of them. But all of our villagers have died. Every single one, for unknown reasons. This place is absolutely littered with torches. I've just been placing them down randomly. But I've come and found just villagers just randomly sitting here. Hey, buddy. Yeah, right? I might just tame you later. I got some bones I've been saving. But we're going to have to figure out why everybody's dying. I put this out here. It never actually worked because the grindstone was initially there. I took out all of the workshop blocks, or all of the profession blocks, and I left the lector in there. But the dude never actually switched his professions, so it was kind of pointless. So that's some troubleshooting we might do once we get some more villagers around here. Hey, buddy. Aw, it's sad. Anyway. Some more troubleshooting we're going to have to do to get that all figured out. I'm going to have to take down all these. I want to get rid of this farm over here. I want to make it look like a village. And I think I might actually, now that I think about it, I might just knock down all of these houses and then make one big, like modern style mall type thing for the villagers so that it keeps them safe. Nobody can come in or out. Might even put an iron golem in there. Just kind of like level this whole area out. It won't look like a village so much anymore, but it'll look like a big mall or a big trading hall, whatever you want to call it. But I think that might be the safest route. So now that I think about it, this episode might be a bit of a switch into a villager trading hall or something instead of actually gathering villagers. But we got a lot of work ahead of us for sure. So let's go ahead and get things started. So I went ahead and tamed our first wolf here. I gave him a nice little blue collar. I'm not sure what I'm going to name him just yet. If you have any ideas, let me know down in the comments. If I don't hear anything, I'll have to pick one. But yeah, that's kind of exciting. Hopefully he'll protect us at night, because apparently we have monster problems with this place. But that's something we're going to fix in this episode, right, buddy? You want to sit? I wish I could just pet you, but no, you can only sit and stand. That's okay. But I think the first step, what we're going to do is we're going to have to get rid of these villager houses. I mean, I guess they're not really houses because there's nobody here to live in them. So we're just going to demolish all of these. We're going to give them a nice modern upgrade. Hi, buddy. We're going to give them a nice modern upgrade so that once we actually do get some villagers, we'll steal them from a different village. Use our nether portal. Move them over here as fast as we can. Super easy. Well, it won't be super easy. Whoa, how'd you... Can you scaffold me? I am impressed. Don't fall off. I need you. I've only had you for like 3 minutes. I can't lose you already. Anyway, we're going to use our axe bunion here to chop down the top of this. And we're going to have plenty of spruce logs once we're done up here. So that's nice. As you can tell, that's what I made the bridge out of, because there's just such a plethora of it around here. Buddy, I'm going to need you to get down. It's not safe up here for you. This is an active construction zone. We're going to knock down all the villages, or all the housing in the village, so we can make our own modern little trading hall. It'll be super convenient. And it'll be super safe. That's the main thing. But if you don't know, this axe is named Bunyan after Paul Bunyan. I understand that not everybody knows who Paul Bunyan is, but he's a lumberjack, a famous lumberjack, I guess you could say. So you just have to look him up one day. It's kind of hard to explain. But I figured an axe would be the perfect thing to name. So I'm going to go ahead and just knock down all of these buildings. It's going to take a little while, so I'm not going to record all of it, but that is what I'm going to do. And then we may just start with a nice little temporary hut, just so we can keep our villagers. Ooh, almost fell off there. A nice little temporary hut. So, oh, careful. Nice little temporary hut, like I was saying 10 times, just so we can keep all of our villagers safe. before we actually make a modern home, because I really want to get mending. I don't have that on any of my things. So that would be nice. So there's our goal today. Go ahead and get our village up and running, back into the modern day, get rid of the main problem of monsters, and then we will move on from there. So let's keep on mining. So as you can see here, we finished up knocking down the rest of our village, so everything's looking pretty good up here. Still gotta fill in our holes. Watch out there, buddy. I'm gonna fill this in real quick. I think I might have turned down my sound. It's a little bit too high. Back into it. So, this is where I think I'm going to build our little trading hall. Oh, you follow me, right? So cute. This is where I'm going to build a little trading hall. I think it's going to be up here. I want to be able to put it. I'm going to put it actually like in the middle of the walkway. Like I'm going to have to dig some of this up, and it's kind of be you. You just walk along the path. You're in the trading hall. If you keep walking, just come out on the other side. I think that'll be kind of handy. And we're going to have to make it kind of safe, so I think we're going to put an iron golem in it once we get it up and running. The iron golem will probably meander around, walk in and out of it sometimes, but as long as he doesn't die, it won't be too much of an issue. And I think I'm actually going to raise this because we have a lot of spruce gates now, just from working on this village and knocking down the spruce gates that I had over there where I built the bridge. We just have a lot of extra now, so I think that'll be nice to take that down. It won't be too much of an issue. But for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just dig out an area of where we're going to actually build and put in all the supplies I've been stealing from the village, or what used to be the village, I guess. So let me count out where this is going to go, and we will see. I've done some minor calculations. I already have pretty much an idea in my mind of what I want to do. I'm going to give some space between here and that wall. Should be a good entrance. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Woo! Getting used to this diamond shovel is hard once it's got, what is it, efficiency 4? Efficiency 4, and the shovel just goes way too fast for me to control it sometimes. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Side. 16, 17. Oh, I think I counted 1, 2. Let's go through and make sure. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come on. Come on. And stay. Good job. Okay, cool. So that's going to be 17. Just go back through and count again. So it's 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And I massively overcounted. That sounds about right. This is why you always measure and count beforehand. What we got on this side? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cut that out. Put that back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 plus 7 is 14, plus another 3 is 17. So that's what we're looking for. Scaffolding is nice even for counting, because I have to visualize something when I'm counting. I just can't look in like, I have no idea how many blocks this is. I have to at least be able to click on it like this, or just placing scaffolding works for me because it's instant place and instant pickup. You don't have to use tools or anything. It's perfect. Exactly what I need in the world. So that's going to be 17. It's going to be the same on the other side. This is going to be the front and back, so we can just walk right through it. On this side, it's going to be 16. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I'm going to go through and count that again just to make sure. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Perfect. Just mark that out with dirt on the outside. That is going to be what we're going to do. So I think on the inside, I'm going to use, since we have just so many spruce logs, I'm going to use this as the flooring. I don't need to put this on the actual outside because it's going to be covered up by our wall anyway, so that's not necessary. I might not put it there actually because that's where one of the shops is going to be. So this is where the wall is going to be. This is going to be a shop. Not sure exactly how big the shop is going to be, but anyway, like I was saying, this is going to be the actual flooring. I'm going to put this everywhere just like this. Then I'm going to strip it, because once you strip it, I think it looks good. It works as pretty good flooring. We cut down some of this just so we can get kind of an idea of what it's going to look like in the big picture. I'll do some of that. That looks pretty good as a flooring. It's not too fancy. I thought about doing like a quartz build, but really, you guys are back again. Seriously? Nobody likes you. I just have like 10 banners now. It's ridiculous. I named my bow and arrow Bullseye ironically because I'm just an awful shot. Alright, good. Riddance. That's another banner. You have to build a trophy room. Just put some of these up, but there's like, I've got way too many of these things to ever need them. Surprised you didn't jump into action. I know you're supposed to be sitting, but that surprises me. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I think this will work pretty good. I thought about using quartz, but I want to save all the quartz for the big build that we have going in order to replace our house over there. Our house is fine, it works for now, but we're starting to run low on storage space for certain things. So I'd like to just remedy that issue, get us a bigger house, and upgrade. Make it look, it's going to be very modern, kind of like a modern sci-fi. It's going to have different wings to it and everything. Not like literal wings, like building different areas. So that looked pretty good. I'm pretty excited about that. I have a concept kind of drawn up in my head, what I want to do. So putting it down in actual Minecraft, very exciting, and we can work with it as we go. I'm not sure on some designs. I think I'm just going to do it on top of the surface. We have a nice flat area over there from all of the dirt that we had to dig up for the Guardian farm. So that kind of works out well. Let's do this. I have to dig all this up. I think I'm going to get our floor plan pretty much set, get all the floor actually in place, and I'll show you guys what we're going to do from there. So as you can see here, we have the basic shape of the building pretty much down. It's going to be basically a large square. We're going to spice up the outside a little bit and add some decor to it later, but right now we're going to focus on the inside. I've already pretty much laid out the basic floor plan that the building is going to have. As you can see here, this is where all the main walking is going to be, so we can come right through, out, in and out on both sides for when we need to. Looks like this might be a little bit off on that end. It's okay, that should be an easy fix. It looked a little weird. So we'll just route this over one and that should solve that problem, not a big deal. But before I go and do that, what I want to do is fix the inside. But what I had planned on doing is, as you can see here, this is going to be like a little walkway for each of the places, and this over here is going to be where the actual villager works and lives. But we're not going to need them to socialize or anything like that. We're just going to need them to work and live. That's all they're for. That's all they're good for, as far as we're concerned. Do it like this. Go back out to my crafting bench. A couple of birch trapdoors, because these will basically act as tables so that they can come in and out, not just used for verticals, but also used for horizontal. So kind of make it look like a counter. Another raid of these guys is getting ridiculous. Get so many of these that just used to it now. At least we get some easy emeralds with our looting enchanted pickaxe, and we can get rid of bad omen before we start bringing villagers here. Just simply drinking some milk. That's that problem solved. Anyway, back to work here. I like how our dog just transports around. We're going to do it just like this. It's basically going to be the same thing. The area is not done just yet, but this is the overall vibe of what I'm going for. Might need to get some more birch. I want to use birch stairs at the top just to give it a little bit more depth and ensure that the villagers can't get out. Because I don't think villagers can open trapdoors, so it's not something we have to worry about unless we leave one open by mistake. But once we actually get the villagers in there, not planning on opening opening the trapdoor at all, unless we need to do some maintenance or whatever. But this is the general idea, general concept of what we're going for. We're obviously going to have to add some lights. And I'm not going to actually add the beds or the lecterns until we actually get villagers here, just because if we start bringing them and there are several lecterns or beds, they might claim one that is not next to them, which could cause issues. But we'll deal with that later. Right now, this is pretty much what we're going to do. Gonna spice up the outside, so I'm going to finish doing the inside, fix this hole, move it over one so that it matches and symmetrical and all that good stuff. I'm going to do those, and then we'll do the outside again together. So as you can see here, we found a nearby village, which I'm going to steal some villagers from. Once I get them up here, I should be able to just transport them along the path that I made and head all the way back to our home. And it should be pretty much a straight path. May have to make some adjustments in the tunnel, but other than that, pretty much a straight shot. So it's going to be a nice, slow process, but it will get the job done. So once we get some of these guys back, I'll show you what it looks like on the other side. As you can see here, we finally got our villager back home to us. There's a little cubicle, and that's where he's going to stay. He's got a bed, workshop, all he really needs. Whenever. I'm going to keep cycling them. Hopefully we'll get some good trades eventually again. Go get some more villagers, of course, because I would like to fill all these up. Might actually take the trapdoor out and just replace it with a link block so that there's a chance of them escaping. Got our iron golem here in case anything spawns, which has happened in the past. Hopefully we won't have to worry about it too much longer. But that's pretty much it for this episode. I'm probably going to go grab a few guys between this episode and the next episode. Other than that, I will see you all in the next episode. BuildinPro, and thanks for tuning in.